Hello. I spontaneously decided that I will in fact do another quirk video about me, about my way and style of thinking. And it's a very crucial aspect of my mind and my persona. And I think it's what allowed me to build myself to who I am today. It's what allowed me to not go insane. It's what allowed me to be me without worry. And that's the act and skill of talking to self, being able to voice your thoughts without anyone else in the presence, and be able to discuss whatever you're pondering or stressing about. Self-talk is not just for the sake of bettering, realizing, or understanding. It's a lot of it is simply just fun. It's joyful, and it's just fun. Truly, I think I tried to understand where this talking to myself has been birthed, and I think it happened in secondary school, when for like first 2 years I didn't really have friends, and instead of just hanging out with anyone, like a lot of break times and lunch times, I would be walking around the school, like constant circles, however many, and seeing who I meet and whatnot and what is happening around. And I think during then I started to just talk to myself during those walks. I think that's when it birthed, because I didn't have many people to talk to. I would rely on myself for that conversational basis. And after that, it just became more and more natural, and I even stopped like noticing myself do it. It would just automatically happen at times. It's been happening less and less this year because I've had an output of where I can talk. But I am looking forward towards the act of doing a self-talk more after this is over, because as I said, I am looking forward to more creative writing, more journaling, and more self-talk. You'll be surprised how many boxes simple videography ticked for me. This is not just the basis of getting creative. This is way more than just creativity aspects for me. That's why I'm looking forward to what my life is going to be like after this. I consider self-talk a skill, a very crucial skill, a skill that defines me. It's a skill that got me through a lot, and I would comfortably say that my self-talk was my first therapy session that I had. I remember the days where I ended up just voicing my concerns about my own actions and thoughts, and then putting them through to my head, like saying it out loud and actually hearing it at the same time, and being that therapist for myself, just listening, allowing myself to talk. There's a lot of realizations that happened from the fact I was able to voice myself. A lot of times I even broke out crying because I could finally hear myself, hear my worries, hear my struggles. It's admitting these struggles for self that's crucial. Another thing is that whenever I mentioned it to someone, they thought it was weird, but there's many conversations that happen in my head where I pictured talking to one of my friends, and those conversations are perhaps one of the funniest ones I've had, and it's all imagined in my head. It's just, yeah, it's incredible how it can go from something serious to something joyful like that in a blink of an eye. Another crucial aspect that I mentioned in the previous video of how does it function to be able to talk to myself? To put it in perspective, I can be several people at once during self-talk. Not scrap other people, like friends or family that you imagine talking to and imagine them replying to you. Scrap that idea. Think about how all the people that you're imagining in the conversation is you. You are the one talking. You are the one listening. You are the one replying, and you are the one observing all this happen at the same time. And I promise you, that's how some of these conversations go, depending on how deep I get into them. I am able to be all these different people and have a group talk with myself. It's about having these several perspectives. Mamma mia. If you are new to self-talk, it can probably sound confusing to you. But once you get a hang of it, once you get the ball rolling of just being able to talk, in fact, one of the main reasons why I think I was able to do videography and talking like this is because I already practiced and gotten used to just talking in solo, without anyone, without even seeing me. See your mind before you see yourself on a screen, okay? It's a skill. And if you don't have money or time for a therapist, it's a good way to get along, actually. I think people don't do self-talk enough. And I think that's why a lot of them end up getting lost. Find yourself through the act of talking to yourself, okay? Thank you for allowing me to share this, and have a good day.